Fantasy start. India must push back against the US and safeguard its interests. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Washington last week was brief but packed with headline generating developments. The visit came less than a month after US President Donald Trump was sworn in, making Mr. Modi the fourth world leader to hold bilateral meetings with him following the leaders of Israel, Japan, and Jordan, all close US allies. The joint statement issued afterwards outlined a range of substantive discussions. While many announcements focused on India's purchase of American goods and investments in the US, they managed to avoid some of the tough measures many had anticipated. But both sides launched Mission 500 and initiated discussions on a free trade agreement with phase 1 of the draft expected this year. Mr. Trump announced an increase in Indian purchases of US energy, oil, and defense equipment moves expected to help balance the $45.7 billion US trade deficit within the total $130 billion goods trade. Additionally, there was agreement on a new umbrella framework compact or catalyzing opportunities for military partnership, accelerated commerce and technology for the 21st century to streamline cooperation across key sectors. They also rebranded the Biden era initiative on critical and emerging technologies as transforming the relationship, utilizing strategic technology trust, focusing on semiconductors, quantum computing, and AI, with a commitment to developing an AI infrastructure roadmap this year. A significant moment came when Mr. Trump announced his approval of the extradition of involved in 26/11 attacks to India for trial. Once the dust settles on Mr. Trump's unconventional remarks and Mr. Modi's rare engagement with the media in this format, India must assess the broader takeaways from this visit. The positive optics and their commemorate signal a strong foundation for India US relations over the next 4 years. There is also clear continuity in key areas of strategic partnership, including Indo Pacific engagement and the Quad, with Mr. Trump's planned visit to Delhi for the Quad summit later this year expected to reinforce these commitments. However, economic discussions, trade, energy, nuclear cooperation, and defense are likely to dominate the India US agenda, giving the relationship a transactional turn reminiscent of Mr. Trump's first tenure. There is not much evidence that Mr. Modi's visit significantly softened Mr. Trump's stance on imposing counter tariffs and reciprocal taxes, or influenced a more human approach to the reportation of undocumented migrants abroad, military flights. These could present challenges for the Indian government going forward. As India engage with the new US administration, it must carefully assess its own interest, assert its position where necessary, and push back when required to safeguard its strategic and economic priorities. Step